I guess we'll do Walking Dead first, because that's the shortest, and then we'll do...
Alright, I want to change my shirt now for you. To the next one.
Alright.
I don't want to look like recording in a row.
Why? Who cares?
Because it's weird. Come on, Jazz.
Okay.
But you're going to be in the same outfit.
No one cares. No, people know that you record multiple things in one time.
Yeah, and then what they do on Morty, he puts on a different sweater.
Nigga, I ain't got Morty prices, so...
Nigga, you got clothes.
I mean, I get that, but like, why bother? Like, especially because on YouTube, people know that you record things all at once, so I don't understand what the big deal is. Like,
Hodge twins always got on different clothes.
Well, I'm not the Hodge twins either, okay? I don't...
You ain't trying to be the Hodge twins.
I'm not trying to be the Hodge twins.
That's your problem.
Well, I'll let that be my problem then. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Realist Insights. Your hosts, Jasmine and Christian. This nigga over here. So today, like we do every week, we are reviewing The Walking Dead for season 7. We're doing episode reviews, and this week we are reviewing episode 5, Go Getters, which Christian was right about. That is the name of the episode. I wasn't sure, but it is an apt name.
Wait, was that all recording?
Yes, we've been recording this whole time.
Okay.
Why? What's wrong? We need to redo it.
No, we're good. No, keep going. Just cut this.
All right. I think the episode title is actually pretty apt for what happened because everybody was getting something.
Getting and going.
They were definitely doing it. And I have to say, like, again, I believe that this is actually probably one of my favorite, I'm not going to say it's my favorite episode, but I definitely enjoyed the hell out of this episode for a lot of different reasons, which we'll get into. Also, should we talk today a little bit about, like, some of the negative stuff that folks have been having issues with and kind of address our opinion on it?
We can do that, definitely.
Yeah, because I don't know. We got
a lot of people have been saying a lot of stuff about this season 7 of Walking Dead, and I think it's some bullshit, but
whatever. It's their opinions, and we have our opinions. We're gonna just put our opinions out there.
Opinion can still be wrong, but
I mean, fair enough. So let's go through and step by step what happened in this episode. So, in this episode, we got to finally see what happened with Maggie and Sasha, because Sasha took Maggie to the hilltop to get her the medical treatment she was supposed to be getting back before Negan just stopped them in the middle of the woods and basically harassed them and then killed Abraham and Glenn. So we finally get to see what happened with them. We also get to spend a moment with we spend like a small moment with Michonne and Rick, but then we get to spend most of the rest of the episode with Carl, which was pretty awesome because Carl is slowly becoming one of my favorite characters.
That depth perception was messing him
up. Oh, my boy, Carl.
I don't know how good of a shot he is anymore because he could not throw those darts.
Yeah, no, he was struggling, and apparently he had been struggling for a while. And hey, it's not an episode if there's not a cat in it. So there we go. This is our other cat. So yeah, so let's break this down. I guess I'm gonna go over, let's talk about Hilltop first, and then we'll get back to Carl in a little bit. But we get to see that basically Gregory, whose name we couldn't remember in the last episode.
I thought it was Craig, but I was like, no, because Craig sounds black, so no, it's not Craig.
But Gregory, you were in the right ballpark.
But Greg sounds too tough for him.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't that either.
I'm not trying to hate on anybody named Gregory though. Like, there's good Gregorys out there.
Don't go by Gregory, but
I know one through Facebook.
I don't know one guy who actually goes by Gregory. I know guys that's the real name and their birth certificate, but
well, here's the thing: I've never actually met this Gregory in real life. We're Facebook friends, so I don't know if he actually goes by Gregory or not.
And he probably ain't shit if he does.
Wow, I didn't say that.
Video, man. It's all good, man. This is all for jokes.
We just been burnt a lot.
I actually don't know you at all, so I apologize.
But this Gregory is a
Gregory
bitch.
Is a biatch.
I'm gonna put this cat down.
Yes, please.
Anyway, he is not thrilled to see Maggie and Sasha at all. Partly for good reason, because they told him that they were going to handle the Saviors and it turned out to be a little bit more than Rick thought they could handle.
I mean, but at the same time, hello, Cuddy. Hi. Anyways, also, you can't get mad at them because, bruh, you gave them some bad intel. Like,
true.
You said the Saviors was at most, 20 people? Which they took out efficiently. Like, that plan was well executed. Because I don't want to more. I'm tired of this bullshit. Everybody trying to get mad at Rick. He did the right thing. They just had some bad intel, man. Like, you can't control that. Like,
I mean, but did Gregory know how deep they were? Or did he just tell them what he knew? It's still bad intel, but I'm curious whether or not it was like intentionally bad intel.
I think, he told him, the one guy, Craig didn't even tell him that. It was the guy whose name I can't remember, that they took, his brother died, and they took to the outpost. He said there's about 25 people there, and that's the only ones he's seen. So yeah, okay. So they had some bad intel before they went in. I think there was no good intel they could have possibly have gotten to know, because no one would have known how deep Negan's crew really was. They don't even know how deep they are.
They really don't, and so I think that's part of the point. But either way, Gregory wasn't even a little bit grateful, and he took it out on my girl Maggie, whose name he still refuses to learn. We'll get back to that point in a little bit. And then also on Sasha, who wasn't having it because she's out here sharpening knives with a cigar in her mouth. She's not. Like I said, I try to tell folks, I put it on Facebook, put it in the last video, the women on the show are ready to knuck and buck, all right? The women and Carl are ready to knuck and buck. Everybody's ready to fight, and Rick is just struggling right now, which is whatever. Rick can struggle. He can have his moment. He's allowed to be weak, all right? But let Sasha and Maggie, like they did in this episode, just take the mantle. And I think, again, going to your point from last week, you can see that Maggie's clearly starting to become the leader. So when they got attacked, the Saviors sit in a this is some bullshit, but it was messed up, but it was hilarious. They sent in like a armed gremlin, right? Like with the windows all barricaded and stuff, and they drove it in with the music blaring and left the door open so that all of the walkers could come through. Again, because it's still the Walking Dead.
Who the fuck was watching the gate?
No one was watching the gate apparently.
Like, what the fuck? And they also locked up their trailers.
Yeah. So
who the fuck is on guard
in
the hilltop?
Right, no one apparently. Cause that
I get y'all got spears and shit, but still nobody's watching. Like
just generally trying to make sure that everything's okay. No.
Just make sure there's not a horde coming. Like
apparently not. Apparently Hilltop is like one step above Alexandria in terms of like their preparedness for the situation. Cause
I mean, not even like Alexandria at least got real walls and stuff. Like their walls are like 10 feet tall. Like you can scale it kind of easily. Like they're not big.
Well, apparently they did because and
they're just wide open. Like
Maggie and Sasha found wake up to the
point
sound.
That they're so dumb that you guys weren't even paying attention enough that they barricaded your windows to your actual house, your home. You can't get out of.
Right.
Like what the fuck? Like no, that is terrible planning.
It was, but that's okay because Maggie and Sasha figured it out. They got on top of their little like FEMA trailer and like scoped the situation. And even though Maggie needs to have her bed rest, I'm sorry if you don't know, her baby's fine, but she needs bed rest.
Baby's fine.
Baby's fine. We knew the baby was gonna be fine. Like that's not really a surprise. Like I'm happy, but it wasn't really that much a surprise. But they get out there, they see what's going on. Sasha jumps down and starts working with folks trying to turn off the car, or starts working with walkers, obviously not folks. Starts turning off the car. Jesus shows up, and apparently, they implied last season in one of my favorite episodes of Rick and Daryl go on their fun time adventure. That was just a great episode, and I'm really sad that they didn't actually get that whole truck of food. Like I'm still upset about that. Side note. I feel like they still could have got some scuba gear and got down to that truck. I know Christian keeps saying that that's not a thing.
That isn't real.
But I really feel
for some water damage shit.
But there's going to be some cans, okay? Some of that stuff is going to be waterproof.
Scuba gear.
I was just really mad about that truck, all right? Anyway, getting back to the point.
Who's going to learn how to use a scuba gear, Jay?
It's not that hard. I took scuba. I can barely swim as it is, and I took a scuba class in high school.
Okay, to go down to a truck, then you have to open up the truck with the pressurized and all that. So you have to open it up.
What else are y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing nothing.
Nearly dying. That's what's going to happen. It's fucking stupid. Move on.
Anyway, we move on. Point is, in that episode, we saw some of Jesus' skills, and there's some moments in that episode where you're like, hey, how did how did he catch up? How did he do stuff like that? And apparently in this episode, they just took it to the next level and was like, no, Jesus apparently is part ninja. And he's doing all kinds of like wild stuff and
completely unnecessary jumps and flips, but it looks really cool.
It looked cool. Like, yeah, it was totally unnecessary.
I don't get why nobody else in the world is like everybody's just like, oh yeah, he just ran up a wall and just kicked a walker in the face. Like, I'd be like, how the fuck did you do that, man? Like, how do you know how to do these things? Like,
I mean, yeah. So we got to see that. That was cool, and they all teamed up. And then Maggie, because they were okay. So I'm sorry. So Sasha's trying to get into the car. And it's been barricaded. She can't get in. She's trying to figure it out. And Maggie just shows up with a tractor trailer and just runs it over.
Because the music's still blaring.
Because the music's still blaring. She just runs it over, runs over some walkers, calls it a fucking day. Because she's Maggie and she don't give a fuck about things no more because she killed her husband. And I'm down for that. Like, I like not giving a fuck Maggie and Sasha. Those are my two favorite characters of not giving a fuckness. They're doing great. But again, Gregory still not grateful. They have a little tiff. Gravity wants them to leave. He's not, feeling them. And they're like, but I gotta stay here because I'm pregnant, and the doctor wants me to stay nearby. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about your doctor or your pregnancy. And then all of a sudden, Negan's crew comes through, and he gets scared, and he tells them to hide in a closet. And then, of course, like Gregory does, he ends up giving up. He tries to end up giving up Sasha and Maggie to the closet. Like he leads. I think what's his name? His name is Simon?
I think it is Simon.
Yeah, he leads Simon, who I like more than I like Dwight. Like, in terms of, like, dudes that I actually think have real fear and, like, are better second in command than Negan. I think I like Simon a little bit more. But he tries to, like, sell out Maggie and Sasha to Simon, but it doesn't work because Jesus hides them in a different closet. And at that point, they have to kind of call a truce because Jesus is like, well, we'll just sell you out to the rest of the community that apparently doesn't know who the fuck Negan is, which I don't really understand. Like, I don't get how, like, a whole community just doesn't understand where these random dudes come from.
They know about Negan.
Well, no, because Jesus said you didn't tell them about the Hilltop people don't know about the deal, and that's a leverage that Jesus uses.
I think he's talking about either with Negan, like Negan's gonna find out.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, no, everybody's gonna find. He said, like, when he says everybody, I think he just means everybody collectively finds out.
That makes more
about
sense.
Alexandria and their little team up they did.
That makes more sense. Well, whatever it was enough for Gregory's bitch assness to sit out.
That motherfucker.
You know what? Can I say something? I've been saying a lot of things, but I'm gonna keep saying stuff. He is like, there's a certain type of guy that does this shit where, like, he implies something sexual, but then, like, because he didn't actually say the words, he can go like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I don't know why you took it like that. You being sensitive. Like, I've met that guy a lot of times. So I'm really glad that Maggie punched him in the face.
Well, yes, it did happen.
It was great. And then she was like, you gonna learn my name. It's not Dear. It's not Margaret. It's Maggie Ree, okay? Taking my husband's name. It was great. It was a beautiful moment. I shed a little tear. I was all like pro Maggie. I'm just happy to see the sisterhood bondingness that happened in this episode while they're going around killing walkers.
Gregory's a bitch.
Huh?
Gregory's a fucking bitch.
Gregory's
I get that, these people here, so you got to. But you kneeled a little too easily. It didn't take enough coercion for you to kneel to that dude. Like,
yeah, there's something about
he said, well, how about a kneel? He's like, what? He's like, kneel. And then you just did it. Like, you, not even like slowly or defiantly. Like,
yeah, it wasn't defiant. It was slow because he was old, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but you was just like, yeah, okay, I'm kneeling.
Right. Yes, sir.
Oh,
can I say that was weird though? Because we were watching Talking Dead later, and like, what's his face? Kevin Smith was like, he related to Gregory, and I'm like, dude, that's not a thing I would ever say out loud.
I never would relate to Gregory.
Yeah, I don't understand how
Even if I felt like I related to Gregory.
Yeah, I still wouldn't tell nobody. But I mean, do you, man? You still got more money than I do, so. Anyway, hey, my cat's back. I'm gonna just push right down. There we go. Okay, so.
We got a lot.
I don't know. They're cute though. She's quiet. She ain't quiet. She just wants to know what's up. Come on. If you can be quiet, you can come back up. But now she's just gonna sit there. Anywho, so that was that side of the story. Yeah, I guess the son's back. It's gonna just keep hiding under the clouds. I did like a pre-test, no cloud, all total cloud cover, no sun came out. Now we start recording, the sun's in and out all day. Of course, that's what it's doing. Anywho, the other half of the episode was following Carl, who might as well be, now officially named My Nigga Carl, because that's what's happening there. I, again, always used to hate Carl, but he's really growing into his own. I like seeing what's happening here. And he's just not having this. He's not about this life, okay? He don't like this whole Negan life, and he's about to go out and do some things. I personally don't like Enid, but I understand that she's like the only teenage girl.
Enid.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't like her enough to learn her name.
You keep saying Ian, like that's a boy's
First
name.
off, there's not enough letters in her name. I don't understand.
Enid. It's E-N-I-D. It's 4 letters. That's a name.
No, it's not. No, what is that? I never. Now you want to talk about Gregory's? I have never in my life met someone named Eden.
Enid.
Enid. I don't like it. It's a stupid name.
No, I never met somebody named Enid, but I've heard of it before. Like,
I have not.
I've never heard it. This is the first time
this is literally the first. That's why I can't pronounce it.
You said Eden. You said Eden. E-N. I-A-N. I think you called her Aaron once. Like,
I just don't like her. So I don't want to learn. I don't care enough about her to learn her name. She's kind of whiny. And it's like, fine, either run away or don't. But stop whining. Okay? I don't want to hear it. But whatever, I get it. She's a teenage girl going through the apocalypse. It's sad, whatever. And like, again, I wish better for Carl. But again, it's the zombie apocalypse. Ain't no more teenagers around. Take what you can get. So
Carl need to get himself a little like 25-year-old.
That's still no, that's illegal.
Cougar gang.
First off, what age is Carl?
It's been 2 years since the.
Is this supposed to be 14?
Carl's like 14.
No,
Carl's 14.
Carl's clearly like 17, 18.
It's been, I don't think it's even been 2 years since the apocalypse started.
Yeah, no.
I think it's been like a year, and it might just be getting to 2 years. Because, Judith is only...
Yeah, Judith is like only like barely 2.
She's not even old. Judith's like 8 months.
I don't know baby ages, honestly. I'll be honest with you. No, because she was sitting and playing with stuff.
Judith is only like 8.
She can't be 8 months.
Okay, timeline, quick. Okay, she was born during season 3.
Sure.
The time between season 3 and season 4 was like 4 months. So she's like, well, it's like 3-4 months. So 4 months there. Season 4. From that is season 4 is about a month, maybe 2, because Rick got his ass whooped and he had to heal up, so maybe 2. So she's maybe 6 months there. The time to get from Atlanta to Alexandria is about a month, and they've been in Alexandria for about 4 months. So she's maybe 10 months. I don't think she's a year yet.
I don't know. I don't know baby ages, okay? I don't understand why you can't just...
I don't think... Yeah, and then so... Yeah, so a year plus 9 months.
So we're almost at... Early. We're almost at 2 months. Well, 2 years. Which means my boy Carl...
Carl's at maximum 15.
They just need to go ahead and bump his age up and say that he's 17, call it a day. Alright? Because he's not. That's
at
not.
Most,
the man is going through puberty, alright? Alright? As he throws them darts all off kilter and drives just like his mama, apparently. Like, just just hitting walkers left and right and not.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's had a chance to learn how to drive yet. Like, it's been a zombie apocalypse. Rick's like, alright, I'm gonna teach you how to drive.
I mean, probably not, but
we're gonna go to this abandoned parking lot and work on your parallel parking.
I mean, okay, yeah, probably not, but that's the only mean he was driving any better than his mom was. Hashtag I hate Lori. Anyway,
that's very true. Both do.
Gosh, it was just the worst. Anywho,
the worst.
So Carl goes out. Well, Enid goes out, and did I still say it wrong? Enid.
Not that hard, Ted.
I hate her. Anyway, she goes out, and then you think Carl was following her, but turns out Carl just ended up accidentally running into her. They had a good time, though. They was skating. They was having a good time, having fun. They actually had a kiss at one point, but then Carl was like, you know what? I gotta still do this. I gotta go attack the hilltop. Well, no, not attack the hilltop. Sorry. Enid was going to Hilltop to see Maggie and check in on her, and Carl was like, I'm about to go to the Saviors
Yeah.
And
I'm going to try to find. I don't even know what he thought he was doing because he didn't know that Saviors was even going to Hilltop. He's just like, I'm gonna go find Sanctuary.
that's basically it. Like that's like
I have no knowledge
decided.
of where it's at, but
It just lucked out that they were happened to be at Hilltop, because he just would have wandered the woods for longer.
he just kept walking around.
And this is all predicated on the fact that at the beginning of the episode, he was really disappointed in his dad for not doing something about it. We see Rick is once again a little neutered. Michonne is there to comfort, though. They had a very nice long kiss. Which, again, I'm very pro this relationship, so I was fine with. And again, I'm glad that they're not doing the CW thing, where like some
relationship is tough.
right, where something bad happens, and so
We're
now
not together anymore.
They gotta break up.
We're
Like,
breaking up.
No, don't do that. Be some real ones. Rick's a real one. Michonne's a real one. They being real ones together. Great. Have their love. But either way, Carl couldn't rely on either Michonne or Rick to go ahead and handle this, so he decided he was gonna handle this himself, and I'm okay with that. It's probably very dangerous. But then all of a sudden he teamed up with Jesus, who also got into the truck, and
How did Jesus get in there without them seeing him?
cause he's a ninja.
Where did he get these skills? I need to know how he did this. Like how did he just do that?
How did Carl do it? That's the bigger question.
Carl waited. I can see. Well, one, I can kind of see Carl because it wasn't moving yet. But the van's just moving and Jesus just hops in it. And I'm like, how the fuck does this guy do the things he can do? Like,
Okay, so yes, we need an episode to explain.
like when he was going after Rick and Daryl, he somehow got on top of it.
Right. Like,
And then when they went against the outpost, he's like, oh, go in there, but they can't know that the Hilltop's here. It's like they won't see me. And it just bounced, and it just ended up in there, and like whooped like 3 dudes' heads. And like, I'm like, how do you do this? Like, how are you just a ninja?
so that's, I guess, one of our questions for this season is, how is Jesus a ninja?
No answers. Like,
None.
and everybody just acts like it's nothing. Like, Cross is sitting there like, hey, what's going on? Not like, how the fuck did you get on here without knowing? Like, how did you do this? It's like, yeah. And then they were asking like, Jesus, can you find a sanctuary? He's like, yeah,
that was Sasha. Like,
I can do that, no problem. Yeah, I'll find it. How? Like, what? It's like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I can find a sanctuary.
So that's
I'm gonna smile and say, like, yeah, I'll be fine. They won't even know I'm there.
So that's a question for the season: is how is that happening? Where did Jesus get his skills? And the other question, I guess, for the season, of course, is how they gonna defeat Negan or work through this issue that is Negan, because that was Slicely. Huh?
I will say that this season is the most accurate to the comic books that I have seen. So, and they put out the episode synopsis for like the next, like, till I think it's the season finale, mid-season finale, and yeah, it definitely is gonna follow the comics. Is what I can tell, and it's gonna be sweet. And somebody who we both don't like is probably gonna bite that bullet.
Is it Gregory?
It ain't Gregory, but
Don't tell me.
You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy. Negan's probably gonna do some pretty fucked up shit.
I know like the barest minimum of spoilers. Like I know like the tiniest of spoilers, but you know more. So we'll see how this plays out between the two of us, if we enjoy it more knowing or not knowing.
I mean, Rick's gonna be in some scenarios. Carl's gonna get in a little something when he gets to the sanctuary. It's gonna be some.
I mean, of course, it's gonna be some things because Carl ain't got no weapons.
And then yeah,
he's just gonna work with them hands. Like he's just gonna.
It's gonna. I think there's no other way how I wouldn't follow it, but yeah, it's gonna follow the comics pretty well. And basically, I think the second part of this season is gonna be All Out War. That storyline.
Oh, we'll see.
I think they're condensing the Next World storyline. This one is Next World condensed, and the next half of the season is gonna be straight up All Out War, which is sweet as fuck. Yeah.
So we'll see. And then we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the to address some of the criticisms we've been seeing. I know.
Fuck y'all.
Okay. See, Christian has no chill.
Fuck him.
Christian has no chill. Okay.
Fuck him.
I'm gonna approach this with chill. Okay?
There is no chill. No, fuck y'all. You know what? Y'all niggas ain't never gonna be happy. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never gonna be happy. Y'all the type of people who be like, man, mom, I really want some fried chicken. And then your mom come home with some hard ass, good ass, she worked hard as fuck, made some fried chicken. Like, but I wanted that like last week, and now I don't want that. Because you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be happy. Your lives ain't never gonna be better. You can park a Ferrari and still be mad. Because you gotta learn how to drive stick.
So I'm gonna address some actual specific things. I think my biggest, the thing that bothers me the most in some of the criticisms I'm seeing, well, because every season, of course, gets criticism in terms of like, oh, it's moving too slow, or, you know, they're waiting for some plot point to develop. I know for a lot of times, like some of the really hardcore fans were upset because we didn't see Sasha and Maggie until this point, but we got a whole Daryl episode when it was Daryl's reason that Clint got killed in the first place. So like there's that kind of stuff where you're just waiting for an episode that you're specifically looking for. But I know the sun, man. But but I think specifically the criticism I don't like is that there's this idea that because Negan is so over the top, it's now gotten to a point where they can't plausibly believe it, and it just they're so detached from what's happening in the show that they don't think, like, they don't understand why Rick just doesn't get up and kill him. Like, that's a thing that bothers me a lot, because I'm like, they did one of the great things about the last season is the last episode. The season 6 season finale, I thought did a really good job showing you why Rick didn't just go ham and like start killing a bunch of people, because at every turn, every move they tried to make, they got blocked. And I think like I don't know, for me it made it very clear that they were in a no-win situation, and I thought they did a really good job in that episode demonstrating that. So either you are sympathetic to that and then can buy into Negan, or you just aren't. I mean,
it's just basic logic for me. It's not even being sympathetic. It's just basic logic. Like, you want to see, you're talking about how Rick, why didn't Rick just cut his throat out? He did. He took the outpost. It worked. He did it. That was him being cutthroat Rick. We're just gonna fucking kill them all. And he did, and it worked. He did it. That plan went beautifully. And then there's only so much that one man can do, though. There's only so much that his team of, maybe 7 fighters he has now?
Right. This ragtag team he's been putting together anyway.
What the fuck are they going to do against a literal army?
Right.
That know where you live.
Right.
Then this is not, the real world right now. You can call the cops. There's not going to be any military. There's nothing. It's just you and these people.
And that's my thing. So I feel like that's one of the things that bugs me the most, is that there's not taking into consideration of what they're actually up against. And you can either buy into that or not, I guess. And I guess that's where the criticism comes in. Is people just don't buy into it. But for me, I think even bigger than that, what bothers me is that there's so much complaint about, like, well, Walking Dead has been the same show for like 3-4 seasons now, where they bump into a new group and the new group's not great, and then Rick takes it over and they take some of the survivors and they move on to something else. So I feel like season 7 is doing their best to like break that pattern.
Right.
Like, they're really like, okay, you're right. We have done the same thing. We had Terminus, we had the jail, we had the governor, we had all these places that were sort of similar. So, okay, we're going to break that pattern. You're right. He's going to make a home here in Alexandria. He's decided to make a home here in Alexandria. Everybody's on board, and it doesn't work because there is this bigger world out there. And what is he going to do about it now? But it's not like... But it breaks Rick. It's not... Rick doesn't go into murder mode. This situation has broken your main character in a way that we haven't seen him be broken before.
It's like he almost had to cut his son's arm off.
Right. Like, what?
Like, it's like he can't... He's at that, he literally, everybody wants to talk about, oh, why is he not, he's broken.
Like, he's literally broken.
He does not have hope anymore.
And I would meet you halfway or I would meet these criticisms halfway. I'm not specifically to you, I don't know who you are. But,
I'm talking right to you. You know who you are.
I would meet these criticisms halfway if there were other part of the productions that weren't holding up. But the action is still great. The storylines are still solid and well written. Fucking Andrew Lincoln just needs to bathe in Emmy Awards, because he's always bringing it every single time. And even if you think Negan is a little verbose and he gets a lot too many monologues, he still has a presence that is really great, and Jeffrey's doing a great job bringing it. So I like, again, I would be more willing to be, okay, yeah, this part isn't working. I'd be willing to see you on that if there were so many other elements of the show that aren't working. But everything else is working just as smooth as it was the last 3-4 seasons. Ever since halfway through season 2, basically. They made this formula work, and it's been really great across the board.
And Negan is like, I feel like people don't understand what Negan is in The Walking Dead. He's not Governor 2.0. He's not just this new threat. He is like Rick's Joker, basically. Like, he is like our hero's real main actual villain. Like, Negan's still alive in the comics. Negan's still a threat. He doesn't go away. Like, he's still there, and he's still a problem, and he's still, so that is his true antagonist, his true enemy. So no, we're not gonna just have Rick, because I mean, it kind of sucks, and I like see Rick being on top. He's just gonna whoop Negan's ass in 2 episodes. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. This is a drawn out process, because he still hasn't beat Negan. Like,
so yeah,
you have to understand that. Like, this ain't your run of the mill villain of the week episode. This is what this show has been building up to. Like, it's a little different in the comics because it hasn't taken quite as long to get here for the comics. Like, it's been 7 years for this to get to Negan. In the comics, it wasn't that long, you know. But at the same time, it's like, this is their true enemy. And this is their enemy basically for life now. Like, this ain't gonna just be no quick little, you know, this is Jerry to Rick's Tom. Like,
yeah, Tom and Jerry reference.
Tom and Jerry, man, they cat and also cat, man. Like, it's not cat and mouse, man. This is 2 cats going at it. Like, so yeah, I feel, and I like that. Like, I don't want Negan just to get beat.
Yeah,
I want Negan to stay there,
because if Negan gets beat, then you have the same problem you had before.
Who is gonna be a worse antagonist than Negan?
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
And then, like, I feel like when they wrote the comics, they knew that. They knew we can't really top Negan, so we're gonna keep him around.
So yeah, those were my biggest criticisms that I've had.
I mean, yeah, when people talk about season 7, yeah, like, Rick's not doing this, Rick's not doing that, Rick getting scared. Rick damn near cut his son's arm off. Okay.
Like, what more do y'all want?
Like he was in this, and you gotta understand, this happened after the mid-season finale, season 6. So you have literally Rick at his strongest, when he's hopeful, right. He's still a badass, but he has hope. He believes he can do this. And he's like, yeah, I can take out anybody. I'm invincible. And I can do it because I'm still a good guy. And he's at this moment, he actually has all of this happiness with him again. He's actually happy. He's hopeful. He's powerful. He's strong. He's like, fuck yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to take him out. And he did it. He won. Right. So in his mind, he's like, I fucking did it. On top of that, I beat these guys. And whoever's left, these are just some little stragglers, whatever. And that's why he's talking to him. He's like, what, do you think this is the last day you might be on Earth? He's the biggest. He's so fucking cocky when he was doing that. When he's talking to Simon. And he's like, yeah, this might be your last day on Earth. You really want to spend it this way? And he's like, all right, yeah, whatever. And it's just like, I'm fucking Rick Grimes. Like, what I got to worry about? And then he got literally broken.
Right.
The second best friend he had in the world just got smashed. His brain's literally smashed out.
Right.
Like, no, he's literally broken. Like, he doesn't have hope anymore. So no, this ain't gonna just be some quick switch. And what the fuck you gonna do with a hatchet?
Right.
He ain't even got weapons though. The niggas took the RPG. Like, they literally
that
don't
was
have
one of the
shit.
comments I saw, was that he didn't understand, if they still had the RPG, why didn't they just blast Negan when they came through the door?
Okay, did you count how many people was in that woods?
Did you? Because you're still wrong.
Because you're wrong.
You still
you didn't see all of them.
Right. That was the whole point. They walked in. First off, that was a beautiful shot where they walk into that clearing and the camera just zooms all the way up.
You didn't see all of Negan's dudes. You didn't see that shit. And that's the thing. All of Negan's dudes wasn't at that little surrounding.
Right.
They had to still be at all the other block points.
Right.
And to stop and get a hilltop.
Right.
Like Negan, yeah, led them to go there, but and it's like, yeah, this is the only way they can go. So we're gonna meet. But motherfucker, he got people. What do you think is gonna happen? Like,
I mean, they think you just blow up the bad guy and then that's it. But this is my point, and I think we talked about this in the Daryl episode. What was that, episode 3? Where the Negan is more than just the governor. Again, he's not Governor 2.0, like you said, because these people aren't just following this charismatic leader. He is. This is brainwashing at this point. These people are calling themselves Negan.
He's literally a dictator. Like,
he's literally a dictator.
And he has to the point that you have a guy who has, like, in the season 6 episode where they saved Carol and Maggie, and he's talking to that one guy, and he's like, yeah, was Negan in there? And he had no reason
right.
to hide anything. He should have, he had every reason to. He has surrounded by them. Every one of his people are dead. If he just said something, he could have tried to plead to stay alive. But he still said, no, I'm Negan.
Right. And my thing is that,
like what?
You gotta notice, just because, even if you, it's like, at that point, you're talking about a Hydra. You can kill the head of it, and 2 more are just gonna pop up in his place. And there's no, especially someone like Simon, there's no way someone like Simon wouldn't just take over if Negan just died.
About to say, that doesn't change anything.
Right.
So, no, you can't just, this isn't a fucking, I was about to say this isn't a TV show, but this isn't.
But this isn't a generic TV show.
This isn't your basic TV show. We're like, all we gotta do is just take out their commander.
Yeah, no.
No, you still got a fucking army to fight.
This is the kind of storytelling you wanted in TV shows. This kind of storytelling you keep asking for, and now you're getting it, and you're complaining about it. So I'm like, what do you want? What do you want?
Because it's just because your hero doesn't just win.
Right, and that's, I mean, you really want to talk the real truth. Heroes don't always win. Anyway,
Right.
So that was, I just wanted to give us a little space to have that little moment. So this episode's probably gonna be a tiny bit longer than normal.
Tiny bit.
Because we just want to get that little bit out. But there's it. And next week, well, actually it's kind of interesting because they didn't do like a traditional next week. They kind of did a whole like the next few seasons, which made me mad because I was like, or next few episodes, I'm sorry. It made me mad at first because I was like, you better not go on break.
Right.
Swear to God.
What the fuck?
Don't y'all go on break.
It's Sunday after Thanksgiving, bro. You ain't gotta do that shit.
You ain't gotta do that. Calm down. It's only been 5 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think something big is happening in the next episode,
and they can't.
They didn't have enough to. So they didn't feel like they had enough to actually show you.
Okay, I'm gonna hope for that. Cause I was upset. I was like, y'all better not go on break. It's only been 5 episodes. Y'all better calm down.
Yeah, I don't think they felt like they had enough. That wouldn't be spoilery.
So yeah, that's our thoughts. I enjoyed this episode. I've enjoyed the last 3 episodes. This one, when Negan shows up to Alexandria, and another one, Daryl. Oh, Daryl. But Daryl didn't like as much as I like these last 2. These last 2 I like better. I'm thinking that Negan's episode was a 90-minute episode. I think that's why it's feeling longer in my head. Anyway, I like these last 2 episodes a lot, and I'm hopeful to see where things go. Any last thoughts for you?
I'm telling you, man, All Out War is coming.
And I just need Maggie and Sasha to lead the charge.
It is coming. And yeah, when it happens, you're gonna get that Rick you've been asking for, that badass motherfucking. No, you're gonna get that Rick. Because also, the difference is although I said this is very, very really, really close to the comics, Rick wasn't as broken in the comics. He was still very planning for Defiant. So that is a little different. That Rick is just straight up broken right now in the show. So yeah, the comics he's still like, yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna be smart about it, but we're gonna get Negan. And now he's just like, no, this is life. We're not gonna do that. So, well, you're gonna get that Rick. He's coming. I'm telling you.
I mean, of course he's gonna come.
Rick is.
But you need to see the journey, and it's gonna be more rewarding to see that Rick back. When we get that Rick back,
you see that Rick?
I mean, we just gonna turn up. Like
it's a wrap.
It's gonna be a wrap. So let's look forward to that. I think this has been a strong season. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so that's our thoughts. Thank you for watching. We are now officially on YouTube, so feel free to click like and subscribe and comment and give us your thoughts. And you can tell us our opinions are wrong.
You tell me I'm wrong.
And
I'm
Christian
gonna disagree with you.
Right, Christian will probably still cuss you out. But whatever. You have that right. He has that right.
You can have it.
Y'all can do that. I don't want to cuss y'all
Do
out.
whatever the fuck you want, man. I ain't mad at you.
All right, Tupac. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
And stay tuned. This week we're also dropping a Throwback Thursday episode. Which
Throwback Thursday.
will be interesting.
It will be.
So yeah, have a good time. Have a good night. And we'll see you soon.